Hey everybody, it's the coach with a special Saturday edition NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun. Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Fights free yet again. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Powers through again. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 34 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Both sides of the football in sync early. You forced. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake reported to. Failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 6-0 our score after 1. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
No problem there on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This will be fielded at the 6. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. He's still barreling through. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
To throw, it's Allen. Diving, and did he hold on? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Darnold now to throw. Then he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when supposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressure.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Darnold on first down. Under pressure, they got him again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So that would have been something. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Oh, he breaks another. A big play here for Buffalo. 71 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Third and long, it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. That's something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To return is Roberts. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 2nd down now, Singletary, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Singletary. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Lotulelei picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Singletary again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 67 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to cloud them a little bit.
the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally